everyone, it is Toby here, back for another video. In today's video, I'm going to be outlining how I have programmed to compete in my first comp, the program I am following in basic form, and how you guys can program for your first comp or for a comp in general. This is just how I've done it. It's not going to work for everyone, but it works for me. I'm going to jump into explaining that right now. So the comp I'm competing in is a novice comp, Cardiff Strongest Man and Woman in the novice category. It is a one-day comp with 5 different events, meaning the programming for this comp has been pretty decent because it's not like a big comp, not a multiple day, 10 event sort of job, I'd say. 5 event, one-day comp, so the programming's been pretty simple for it. So obviously different people train a different amount of days during their week. Some days feel better for people, some days feel worse. A lot of people train 4 days a week, 5 days a week, 6 days a week, whichever feels better for you, take. I personally train 5 days a week, so that is the structure I will be following, because the most important thing is do not switch up too much from what you do already, because your body will obviously need time to adjust. So what I'm doing for this 8-week training program is I'm sticking to 5 days a week. Then I've broken those days into 2 different categories. So the 2 different categories I am taking on these days is either going to be an event day or like a power day, I call it, your general strength day. So most people normally train just strength days. So if you're doing a powerlifting comp or whatever, you do strength days. And the strength days are based off of squats, so legs, deadlift, so back and more legs because it's deadlift, and then pressing. So the 3 power days I do is a pressing day, a deadlift day, and a squat day. And that leaves 2 days for event day. So I do 2 different event days and spread over the events I got to do in the comp over those 2 days. So starting with Monday. Monday is my first event day. So on the Monday, I focus on the dumbbell medley and pressing with dumbbells. So it's sort of a secondary press day / event day. So we do all the circus dumbbell, double dumbbell, and then some dumbbell shoulder press just to blow up the shoulders and upper body. And then since it's an event day, I also chuck in the loading medley on that day, which in the comp I've got to do 5 kegs over a 10-meter distance, and then over a yoke of increasing weight. So I've got 1 keg at the minute, so I just do runs back and forth with that keg as fast as I can, as many times as I can within a minute. So that's my Monday. It's pretty simple. That's all that's to it. So on Tuesday, it is my deadlift day. And now deadlift for reps is one of the events in the comp. So this is the day where I focus on deadlifting and building up that power through my back and upper legs and that sort of area. So yeah, deadlift day is a really important day, and I'm focusing on deadlifting for reps. So I'm not building up to a 1 rep max or trying to gain too much strength. I'm trying to do heavier weights for more reps. And what I do is I'm on a 4-week program, that I'm repeating. So what we have is we do sets of 5, sets of 3, and sets of 8 for the deadlift. So that it gives a load of different rep ranges, and then there's 1 week of a deload. What I like to do is I like to do normal bog standard deadlifts at a heavy weight for either one of those rep ranges or a deload, and then follow that straight up. Instead of doing back off sets, go straight into deficit deadlifts, because I'm weak off the floor in a deadlift. So I like to be able to strengthen the bottom half of the lift. So doing deficit deadlifts is really good. I use them instead of back off sets. So lighter weight, higher reps works really well for building my deadlift power up. And then we get to Wednesday. So Wednesday is my active rest day. So either I'll do a light arm workout, or I'll do some workout at the garden. I'll go for a run, do some cardio. So I don't do it as a proper rest day, like a full rest and recovery day. I do it more as an active rest day. So I'm still keeping active. I'm still doing some form of exercise. It's just not intense and heavy and strongman related. It is just keeping blood moving. So technically I do, I'd say 5.5 days workout in this program, but Wednesday is the active rest day where I sort of do whatever I want as long as I'm active, up and about, and not being sedentary. Thursday is my leg day. So I focus on squats, and since squatting is not part of the competition, I'm not going too heavy on them. I'm not pushing them as far as I really can, but obviously squatting and building up leg power is incredibly important in a strongman comp. So yeah, making sure I squat at a sort of mid to high weight. So I've been doing like 140 for the similar sort of rep ranges that I use on the deadlift, obviously pushing higher rep ranges, because a lot of the comp relies on endurance rather than maxing out. So yeah, getting the higher rep range is working and keeping my body up in that higher rep range is a lot better, because recently I've been focusing on a lot of 1 rep maxes and getting strong. Now I really need to hone my skills on the comp and focus more on the endurance side of things. So on leg day I squat, and then I go straight into trap bar deadlift, which obviously helps with the pickup on the farmer's walk, which is another one of the events, and obviously helps on deadlift because it's a trap bar deadlift. I use that on the low handles, so I get a lot lower, a lot more range of motion, and I do that again in a higher rep range. And then I do some accessory exercises, lunges, that sort of thing. You know, I do accessory exercise on all the days. I'm not really focusing on them too much because they're not the important part, but they're still important to get done. But that leads us on nicely to Friday. So Friday is the primary pressing and upper body day of the week. I use a log for log press. Log, again, is not part of the comp. I just like it for building strength. The grip feels a lot more comfortable to me than a barbell does. So it helps me build nice big shoulders and nice strong shoulders for the dumbbell medley. But I do, log press into incline barbell bench press, and then a few more accessory exercises just to build power on the upper body. There's not too much pressing in this competition, so I'm not really focusing on it too heavily. I'm doing it more sort of just to keep that strength there, because obviously having a big, strong upper body is a really, really good asset to have in Strongman. And that leads us on nicely to Saturday, the second event day of the week, where we focus on the farmer's walk and the sandbag loading. So the farmer's walk, I have been going heavy for a short distance. So in the comp, I've got to do 100 kilo in each hand for as many runs of 10 meters as I can. And it just so happens my garden here is about 10 meters. So I've been doing 100 kilo in hand for a run, and then I will drop down to 90 kilos and do multiple runs, then 80 kilos, multiple runs, and then go back to 100 the next week. So really keeping it heavy and doing a lot of runs with it, because my grip is what's letting me down on the farmer's walk. I mean, you wouldn't think it with these massive forearms, but you know, my grip is the weak bit in farmer's walk. I can pick up a lot heavier than 100 kilo in each hand, but actually walking with it and keeping that grip in my hands is the hard bit. So I've been training that really hard. And then, as I said, I do sandbag loading over a 4-foot bar. So I use the current setting my power rack is in, well, not my power rack, my squat rack is in at the minute, and then chuck the sandbag over there. Currently being used as a clothes dryer, because, as you know, the gym is my bedroom. But anyway, so I do that with the 100 kilo sandbag. In the comp, I've got to do 70 kilo, working up to 110 kilo on the sandbags over a 4-foot bar. So if I'm doing 100 for reps, which is what I've been doing, so I've been passing over, running around, passing it back for a few reps. If I could do it with 100, I could do it in the series quite well. And yeah, that brings me to the end of the week. Sunday is my full rest and recovery day. I'll do ice baths. I'll do massages on foam rollers, stuff like that. Really let my body recover and rest. So yeah, that's pretty much how I'm running the program at the minute. If you guys want the specific program that I'm using, or want me to make a program for you, contact me in the DMs on Instagram and we'll sort that out. But yeah, if you want to like, comment and subscribe, please do. It helps the channel. And if you would like me to do a video outlining what I'm eating leading up to this comp and how I'm planning my bulk and how I'm planning putting on size at the minute, because as you can see, I'm still relatively lean and looking quite good for this comp. Obviously, I'm going to get a lot bigger, a lot fatter, and a lot stronger for the comp, but you know, it's all part and parcel of the course. So comment down below anything else you want to see, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hopefully you found this video helpful and interesting. I'll be back soon with more videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.